Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%. Hello, Sacred Path family. I hope you're doing well today and focusing on something positive this morning and getting the ball rolling in a positive direction, and then going out and spreading peace, love, abundance, joy, and happiness in the world rather than the opposite. So today I'm doing the Sacred Path cards again. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share if you find these videos helpful. Give me a thumbs up, and I'm grateful to be able to share these messages with you and be walking the sacred path hand in hand with brothers and sisters of like mind and heart. So I hope you do something that makes your heart smile today. That's what I intend on doing, and I'm going to laugh because there's plenty of crud going on in our families, in the world, and within ourselves. And, I'm going to try not to take life so seriously today and just seek beauty in my life, within myself, within the world, and within others. So today I've selected the cornstalk spread from the Sacred Path cards. You can buy these cards online if they've been very helpful for me in helping guide me along the sacred path. There's also medicine cards that you can buy as well. They're by Jamie Sams and Harper One, and it's a good tool. And they come with these cards, and it's based on Native American tradition and philosophy, and walking a path of beauty and truth. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit out of this book. Excuse me, I got an itchy nose. Corn has been a daily staple of our people for hundreds of years. We believe that corn pollen is sacred and that we are fed by the fertile earth whose gift is our corn. A wise man once said that if a philosophy did not grow corn, it had no value. Corn is a symbol of goodness, abundance, fertility to our people, and these are the things that feed us daily. We may feed the body, the mind, the heart, and the spirit if we seek beauty in our daily lives. So that's what I'm doing. For it is beauty in living in balance that grows corn. The cornstalk spread is a way to receive the life manna that comes from the sacred corn pollen. It's a gentle daily reminder of the beauty to be experienced if you're open to it, and I am. So this is a 4-card spread. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. And the first card is the root card, which denotes the beauty that can be experienced today if I'm willing to connect to the Earth Mother. And this card can also speak about the root of a problem if I'm in turmoil about a life situation. I'm trying to not make the molehills into mountains in my life. Because actually my life is going pretty well right now. It's been a hell of a lot worse. So bitching and moaning never got anything done. So sometimes I just have to go within and connect to Great Mystery and Great Spirit and go take a walk in nature. And then the answers will be revealed to me. And sometimes doing nothing is the best thing to do. That way, you don't have to roll in the turmoil about the life situation. You just allow Great Mystery to unfold the answers to you. And sometimes doing nothing is the best thing that you can do. And just work on you. Because sometimes I'm the root of my own problems, if I want to be real honest. And sometimes when I try too hard, then my problems just get more because I am focusing on what the problems are instead of, seeking some sort of a solution to what I'm going through. And sometimes just making myself feel better about myself and my life and self-love and self-nurturing is the most healthy thing to do when I am in turmoil. Just making myself feel better, whether it be through stretching, meditation, listening to music, doing these cards, taking a walk in nature, connecting with a supportive, nurturing friend, watching a funny YouTube video, just laughing about the stupid shit that I do on a daily basis and being able to make light of it and look at myself and my flaws in a funny way rather than focusing on, so anally fixing the problem when a lot of times I'm not the problem. So I say I take the path of least destruction and, I remove myself from the source of irritation, which sometimes people irritate me. So if I don't remove myself from the source of irritation, then I become irritated and irritable, and then I'm lashing out at others, which, just tells me I'm not resonating with what's going on around me, or there's something that I need to work through and process within myself, and then come back to the situation, and reapproach it in a different way. So thank you for tuning into my channel if I didn't say that already. I ask Great Mystery, Great Spirit, the ancestors, my angels and ascended masters, Mother Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, to come into this reading and help me be a bridge between the crooked trail and the sacred path, and the true witness, healer, and peacemaker, and help me speak my truth from my sacred heart and my own life experiences and my own inner knowing. I release all the negativity, self-sabotage, self-doubt, and the feelings within me that want to control my life situations that I have no control over. I release that need to control and allow Great Mystery to set in my path the things that are most needed for me at this time. Thank you. So let's draw four cards. One, two, three, four. So the first card I drew is Whirling Rainbow, Unity and Wholeness Achieved. So this root card can also allow you to see the resources available through connecting to Earth Mother. So unity and wholeness is achieved when I feel unity and wholeness and peace within. And then I feel more at peace with Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and I'm grounded and connected, and I have rooted myself deep into the Earth Mother. Sometimes I envision my feet and toes as like roots, and and I envision myself as the tree, and then I envision my toes digging down into the Earth Mother and wrapping my toes around the core of the earth to anchor me down to Earth Mother. And sometimes I hug trees, to hang on and be that sturdy tree. And then my hands are arms are the branches, and my fingers are the leaves, reaching up to Father Sky. And then I envision infinity symbol, the energy coming towards me, and then the energy looping up through the Earth Mother core and back into like the figure 8 of the infinity symbol. And that's how I achieve balance and unity within myself and ground myself to the Earth Mother to get me through difficult times when, I do feel in turmoil about life situations, because we all have turmoil in our lives and things that we can't control, and situations, relationships, or, people that challenge our stability and our inner knowing, and try to knock us off balance, whether it's intentionally or not intentionally. It doesn't really matter. There are lessons that we're learning at this time, so that we can continue to receive from Earth Mother and Father Sky and Great Mystery and Great Spirit the unity and wholeness, and that way nothing can knock us off our course. So I feel that this is my resource. I have unity and wholeness achieved within myself, and I know that. So that makes me, linked into Great Spirit and Great Mystery and Earth Mother, and linked within myself. So that way, Whirling Rainbow, giver of life through your cleansing rains, uniting all colors and children of earth, will walk in peace again. Whirling Rainbow prophecy, your warriors now arise, sisters and brothers in harmony, your light is in their eyes. Whirling Rainbow, touch our hearts, we will surely fly, never lonely or apart, our whirling colors in the sky. So the Navajo and Hopi, it's To the Navajo and Hopi, the swirling, whirling rainbow woman is a bringer of friendly rains that nurture the three sisters, corn, squash, and beans, during the summer so that the people will be fed. The whirling rainbow is a promise of peace among all nations and all people. The rainbow race stresses equality and opposes the idea of a superior race that would control or conquer other races. The rainbow race brings peace through the understanding that all races are one. The unity of all colors and all creeds working together for the good of the whole is the idea that is embodied in the whirling rainbow. When all pathways to wholeness are respected by all cultures, the prophecy of the whirling rainbow will be completed. So if the whirling rainbows appeared, you're being asked to remove any type of discord from your life in order to grow. Don't feed the negativity. Look at the lessons being presented at this time and learn from them. Then focus your attention on creating new beauty and abundance in your life. Don't allow yourself to be caught in the quicksand of petty tyrants. A true worthy opponent will present lessons to make you grow beyond any high drama and into a sense of unity within the self. Other petty tyrants are not worthy of your attention or your energy. You do not need to take on the issues of others when the discord is clearly due to the lack of unity within themselves. Encircle any discord with a whirling rainbow of peace and consider the unity that you have with Great Mystery. When you keep your eye on the goal and your feet on the sacred path of beauty, remember that any challenges to unity are equal to your ability to overcome them. So I'm grateful to have that knowing today, and know that I don't have to be in turmoil about any life situation right now, because Great Mystery and Great Spirit have my back, and I have 100% faith in that connection that I have with the Earth Mother, and I know that my roots run deep. So I'm grateful to have unity and wholeness achieved within myself today, and my roots planted firmly in the Earth Mother. So the second card is the stock card, which expresses the attitude needed to walk in beauty and in balance. The stock card can also denote the lesson you need to learn so that you may be a bridge between the path of understanding and the crooked trail. This human bridge is the peacemaker, true witness, or healer. You may be called upon to take one of these roles at any time. Your courage, a talent, and or ability needed to be a human bridge is supported by the stock card. So 2, Sweat Lodge, purification. I have unity and wholeness achieved within myself because I have purification of my mind, body, and spirit, and purification of the heart. I have let go of the discord and anger that I had towards, people that treated me unfairly or unjust. And, I'm not sorry for the way that I retaliated, because I had to stand firm in my own truth and belief. In order to achieve unity and wholeness achieved within myself, I had to stand up for what I believe is true in my sacred heart, and to speak my truth, because that is my talent and ability, so that I can be a human bridge, and it's supported by purification, because I have purity of mind, body, spirit, and purity of heart. And that's how I'm connected to the Christ consciousness, which is loving like Christ and, in unconditional love. But that doesn't mean I need to tolerate people's dumb shit because of lack of unity within themselves. But I don't have to crucify them either for, not being perfect, because I'm not perfect either. Fire of purification, steam from sacred stones, prayer ties in tobacco, meld with spirit songs. Excuse me. So the Sweat Lodge has been used for a long time and doesn't truly express the purpose of the ceremony. The purpose is to purify body, mind, and spirit so that a new sense of self may be present on the path. Sweating is just one of the things to do in the lodge, but it is not the reason that you enter the ceremony of the lodge. So your spirit can pick up rust along the way when the experiences of physical life run amok. So it's a way of getting rid of mind, body, spirit impurities or rust. So At the very least, we have been taught to be suspicious of others and to demean others' customs and attitudes due to the threat they represent to our beliefs, no matter which race or creed we are. Excuse me. If we believe something, those beliefs can be changed, but to know is to have a gift that is part of our total self and is much of an extension of who we are as is our leg. Our beliefs, however, can be filled with misconceptions or others' opinions, which may create impurities. They may be filled with confusion or with a sense that because someone else said so, it is. As a family of humankind, we have long forgotten that these are impurities that need cleansing. If we forget to pray for love and peace to enter our hearts of all races, nations, and creeds, we destroy the pure intent of those prayers and praise. So the sweat lodge is made of willows and it is circular. Willows bend with grace and they do not break easily. The door of the Purification Lodge is built low, so we have to enter it on our knees, and this is a reminder for us to be humble and to understand that we are no greater or lesser than any other life form. Yellow is eagle, male energy, and the illumination of the east. Red is the energy of the south of faith, trust, innocence, and one more of the animals of the south, shield. In humbling ourselves and crawling through the opening to the Purification Lodge, we're asked to check our egos at the door. And since sacrifice really meant to make sacred, approaching every act of life in a sacred manner is the Indian way. The circular form of the Purification Lodge reminds us not to assign blame to others if they falter or fall, but rather to gently teach them in loving kindness so that the circle of the sacred hoop may remain whole. Willow is our reminder of the cleansing love necessary for that growth to occur. So the Sweat Lodge card speaks for purifying some aspect of your life. This cleansing can be gentle and healing if you're willing to approach it in a sacred manner. It may be time to cleanse negative thoughts or attitudes. From another point of view, if you have people pulling you down and stopping your forward movement, cleaning away the barriers is called for here. Whether the purification is of body, mind, emotions, attitudes, or spirit is for you to decide. The constant rule of the Sweat Lodge card is that humility and purification always make way for new life force to enter. Remember that once the rust is removed, you may shine in your own right. So I do have purification, and I am shining in my own right, and I'm speaking this message to you and showing you how I'm doing this, and giving you ideas for things that might work in your own life, so that I can be the peacemaker, true witness, and healer, because I have been called to take on these roles and use my courage, talent, and ability to be the human bridge, and it's supported by purification of body, mind, spirit, and heart, and a healthy attitude, and a knowing of who I am, not just my own opinion of myself. So the third card is the Kernel card, which tells you what the fruits of your labor will provide for you. The lesson of this card should be fully digested so that the ear of corn can give energy to the body, mind, or spirit and support your present path. Kernels of corn represent the seeds of the future to Native people. These kernels also provide food for the present. Through learning present lessons, the future will be assured. So, stone people, records and knowing revealed. So I've said in past videos that stone people speak to me, and they're kind of like, I don't know, like the cave pictures in, the old caves, and stones speak to me, and a lot of times I will collect a stone when I go on an outing, say with my son, or go fishing with him, and it holds the memory of that experience and that joy and happiness within that stone. It's like a stone picture. energy imprint, if that makes sense to anybody. It makes sense to me. So the records and knowing are revealed to me because I have asked Great Mystery for that knowing, and sometimes I bathe with stones and I attune them to my own personal vibration. I will put my chin down in the water and my ears in the water, and I will make a vibration with my mouth, and it's amplified by the water because it's more amplified in the liquid, and that is what helps me clear out the negative energy within the core of my being. And that's just one way for me to attune my stones and to clear my own energy. And a lot of times I will put pink salt and or Epsom salt or all different types of salt within the bath, and I will use essential oils and my stones in there as well. And while I do that attuning of myself, it's kind of like a vibration that clears my energy out. Nobody has taught me how to do that. I just did it for myself from my inner knowing, because that's what I was being told to do from Great Mystery and Great Spirit in order to try to keep me spiritually fit during some really difficult life situations. So, you can try it. It worked for me. Water therapy is good, and I have used crystal therapy and stone therapy. It's been very beneficial and helpful. It's something that I've experimented with, and because, I actually was a skeptic and wasn't really sure if it was true or not. And I've been experimenting with it, in all honesty, for about 20 years. I was going to go into holistic medicine, 20 years ago, because I am a very spiritual being. But I did not grow up in a very spiritual family. So I kind of doubted myself and my own ability. And it's taken 20 years of experimentation with myself and, drug addiction and depression and all kinds of bad shit in order to get me to this point in my life, to where that I know and I trust within my inner knowing and my connection with the spirit world, Great Mystery and Great Spirit, and the Earth Mother. And it's a very personal thing. So, I'm grateful for that connection and that knowing that I have today, and the ability to have belief in myself and my spiritual connection to something bigger than me that tells me what I need to know. So the records and knowing are the seeds to myself and the future to Native people. So the records and knowing provide food for the present, and I am learning present lessons, so that my future will be assured. I remember the past, and I don't have to continue those same cycles because I have records and knowing that have been revealed to me through my connection to the spirit world and my own sacred eternal spirit and sacred heart that's helping me heal, and hopefully healing others and being that human bridge. So I have fully digested my records and my records and knowing that has been revealed, and it is providing energy for my body, mind, and spirit, so that I am supported on my present path. So I'm grateful for the stone people. The fourth card is the Mana card, which denotes, excuse me. The fourth card is the Mana card, which denotes how your corn silk is catching the sacred corn pollen and bringing abundance to your life. If you're feeling the fear of scarcity, the corn Mana card will present the lesson that you need to learn in order to realign with the field of plenty. If your life and personal philosophy are growing corn, this card shows you how to continue growing. So I don't feel that I am in scarcity, and I feel like I am in the field of plenty. I feel like my cup is running over. I feel happy and joyous most of the time. I do not feel fear, even though we're going through all kinds of crazy shit in the world right now. I'm not afraid because I have an inner knowing and a connection with Great Mystery and Great Spirit that tells me that everything's going to be okay and that I'm okay, and I'm okay right where I am. So I am able to tap into Great Mystery, Great Spirit, the Earth Mother, and stay in the field of plenty because of my inner knowing. And if my life and personal philosophy are growing corn, this card teaches or shows me how to continue growing. So rites of passage. Change. I have the ability to change my mind, to change my heart, to change my perception, to change me, because I'm the only person that can change. I cannot change others. I cannot change other people's situations. All I can do is be the change that I want to see in my external world and within my family and within my community. And then I have, I'm completing a rites of passage within my own eternal being, which will ensure that my personal philosophy is growing corn, and that I will continue growing corn because I continue to walk through the and be aware of the rites of passage that I'm going through, while being aware of my strengths and my weaknesses, and growing myself to continue having abundance in my life and catching that sacred corn pollen by allowing myself to go through the rites of passage. I have the ability to change. And I can face those fears and the attitudes that keep me down, the attitudes of others, and sometimes my own shitty attitude that I want to, hang on to, because sometimes I do get afraid. A change is hard and it's scary for everybody, whether you know you need it or not. The fear of the unknown, but my faith is so strong right now, I really don't have any fear. Attitudes change daily and depend on the event or events you're experiencing. To change your attitude, you may wish to acknowledge the resources available in the root card. I am acknowledging the unity and wholeness achieved within myself, and know my roots are planted deeply into the Earth Mother, and the harvest that may be coming your way through the corn card. So the corn card, which is the kernel, through change. So the harvest that's coming my way through change, because I'm changing. I'm changing my attitudes, my limiting beliefs, the people that I'm hanging with that had limited in attitudes and beliefs that are not nurturing or helping me grow. I've had to cut those people out of my life. So I say my circle's gotten real small, but that's okay. That's what I had to do in order to continue having unity and wholeness within myself, so that I can continue catching sacred corn pollen and growing corn and using my own personal philosophy that's working for me. It may not work for everybody else, but it's working for me. So notice that the integration of these two clues to what you are creating and they're supported by the stock card, which is purification of my mind, body, spirit, and my sacred heart. The stock is the attitude that will bring the abundance into physical form. So when I'm able to have purification, I have the ability to change and go through the rites of passage without fear, having 100% faith in my connection to the spirit world, Great Mystery, Great Spirit, and the Earth Mother, and know that I am walking in my truth and sharing it with others. Sometimes change is painful as hell, because all you know is what you've known until you know something different and a new way to do things, until Great Mystery and Great Spirit open your eyes to a new way of living and loving yourself. You don't know how to do it until you realize that you are worthy of being treated better and treating yourself better and being more loving and gentle and kind on yourself. You don't know any different. It took a lot of pain for me to get to this point in my life in order for me to change. The changes of many winters mark the cycles of the wheel. The lines across my ancient face show all that I can feel. The nature of my passage remains a mystery, for in my heart of hearts I hold my destiny. When I was but an infant in the beginning of time, I marveled at the wonder of discoveries I did find. Now that I am ancient, I have learned once again that the weight of every winter brings discovery like a friend. So, the rites of passage in Native American traditions refer to the changes from birth to childhood to adulthood, or passing from life to spirit world. The exceptions to the rule are special rites of passage that occur in certain medicine societies when a member is being initiated into the mysteries of new levels of awareness. These new levels of understanding, and spiritual knowledge are opened only to those who have earned the right through the way that they live their lives. To have earned the right to pass through the golden door that leads to all other levels of imagination and awareness involves many years of proven good conduct, demonstration of spiritual gifts, as well as the willingness of elders to pass down that kind of medicine. The rites of passage that every Native American goes through as a part of the growing processes are quite different. At the end of the young woman's dance, the parents would publicly acknowledge her right to make her own decisions. The parents would then speak of their daughter's virtues and talents and of their continued love for her. The assurance was made at this time that the parents would be available for further guidance, but would not interfere with her life as she was now responsible for all her future decisions. The daughter then cut the buckskin rope in a ceremonial manner, marking the final cutting of the umbilical cord, and joyous cries would go up from all observers. Then the feasting would begin and could last for up to 2 days, depending upon the ability of the family to provide for the observers. The rites of passage mark a time of some momentous change in life. If you have drawn this card, you're being asked to make note of the growth change that's occurring because it will shape your future. The changes may be small or gradual, but you are changing. The changes may be drastic and earth-shaking, leaving a sense of confusion, but each one is benefiting your growth in some manner. The rite of passage card also speaks of the need for a change if you have lost the magic and spontaneity of life. Only you can make the decision to change the doldrums to excitement. If this decision is made, be ready to fly with eagle and experience the new freedoms those changes can bring. In all cases, change is the key. Remember, if the moment you are experiencing is not beautiful, recreate it, and you will have initiated your own rite of passage.